Alrighty, hello, happy whatever day it is that you're watching this. Rob,
D.
Bruce. We've got another 30-minute workout. Today's workout is going to be core and ab focused. All right, so we're really gonna gas here, maybe a little bit of here, a little bit of here. As always, we're gonna do 8 exercises. We're gonna work for 45 seconds. We're gonna get 15 seconds off, and we're gonna do 3 laps of the sucker. So water, towel, enthusiasm, and we should be good to go. I'm just gonna put the phone down and start the warm-up. So there you go. Chew on that.
All right, guys, we're gonna start with just a regular squat and rotation at the top here. So you're rotating around the spine, firing up your obliques here. I'm gonna make sure your head is following your hands. Nice and slow, controlled, sitting into your heels on the squat, keeping the chest up. Nice. Exhale as you come up. Let's do one more here. And then just reverse lunges, alternating sides, right, left. Nice and low lunge. Take your time at your own pace. Chest is up, and you really want to make sure your toes, knees, hips are facing forward. Core is engaged. Nice. One more each side. Right now we're going to open up your hips, stretch your glutes a little bit. So figure 4 in the standing position. You're going to cross your right leg over, single leg squat, and then switch. Okay, so you're pressing through the heel of the foot that's on the ground. Take your time here, slow this down. It's a lot of balance. Just really focus on opening up your hip and feeling the stretch in your glutes.
If you have a chair nearby or a wall nearby, feel free to kind of hold on to have your arm out to brace yourself for support if you need it.
Good. And now down, we're going to do 10 mountain climbers and then 3 push-ups. You can do your push-ups on your toes or on your knees. So 10, and then following it up with 3 push-ups. One more right here. We're going to flip it over onto your back. Connect your knees together, arms out to the side. You're going to bring your legs up and over from one side to the other. Want to make sure that your shoulders stay glued onto the floor as you're turning. It's a great mobility exercise to open up your back. Slow, controlled. One more, and then feet flat on the floor, hip thrusters. So you're going to squeeze the glutes at the very top, bring it down. Pressing through those heels as you raise your hips up. Nice, slow control, really focusing on firing up those glutes. 2 more. All right, now tuck your knees in, back roll, sit up, split your legs, reach forward. Nice. You're gonna round your back as you roll back. Good. One more here, last one, and I'm gonna pop out onto your feet. Up. And finish it off with quick feet in and out, nice and light on your toes, slide bend in the knees, just getting that heart rate a little bit more up, arms engaged. Nice. Good. Last 10 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna have Rob do the first half of today's workout. We're going to start with inchworms, okay? So with inchworms, if you haven't done them before, biggest thing is that you're hinching at the hip as you're coming down and walking your way forward. So hinge up the hip, you're going to walk your hands forward, extend and walk as far as you can so that your back stays neutral, abs stay tight, but you really feel it in your core, okay? So you're trying to challenge the core by extending those arms as far as you can, but you want to make sure that you're not sagging your hips, you're not arching your back. Okay, nice, slow, controlled, walking it in, walking it out. So you're trying to keep your legs straight, just a slight bend in the knee. Okay, make sure that you're not pulling in your hamstrings here. You're maintaining neutral back. Good. And as you get warmer and warmer, see if you can reach out a little bit further. Now, feet closer together on this will be more challenging. Feet further apart, increasing that base of support would make it a little bit more manageable. And done and done. Beautiful. All right, forearm plank jack. So you're going to set up in the forearm plank position next. Elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Head in line with the spine, back neutral. Feet shoulder width apart. Okay, and you're doing a jack. So we're going to jump out and in. Doesn't have to be a big jump. Now, if doing jacks is not for you, that's totally fine. You can modify and do side step, stepping out 1 foot at a time. Good. You can also do this version from the knees if you need to modify the plank. So you're going to be on your knees and then step out with right foot and then back down on the knee, left foot. So that's another modification if you need to do this off your knees, okay? Remember, it's all about form. It's all about working within your own fitness level. That's how we get stronger. It's all about progress. 15 seconds. So choose your level, nice and strong. Deep breath. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, hollow rocks. So we're gonna flip it onto your back. Okay, extend your arms behind your head. Legs are straight, and you kind of create a banana shape with your body, kind of like a boat, okay? All right, and now from here, you're just gonna rock up and then rock back down. Now, notice how Rob's controlling that movement. He's not just kind of swinging using momentum. He's really firing his abs, pausing at the top, slowing down on the way down, controlling that movement, really challenging those abs. So upper, lower abs, everything is working here.
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah. Yes, all of it. Hard rock abs. So again, slow control. You're trying to match his pace, okay? Nice, deep breaths. Now, if this is challenging, you can bend your knees a little bit, bring them in closer towards the chest. That's it, there you go. Shortening that lever is gonna make this a bit more manageable. 3, 2, and 1. All right, supine, crab toe touches. So we're staying facing up. We're going up into bridge position. So notice Rob's fingers are facing towards his heels. Okay, his chest is open, shoulders down, and then he's gonna reach with his hand for opposite foot. So you're trying to tap your foot, pause, bring it back down, switch out of side. Okay, slow control. Now this is a lot harder than it looks, so take your time. Now, if reaching for your toes is very challenging and you haven't done this exercise before, reach for the inside of your knee instead. So shorten that movement a little bit, work on strengthening your core, working on the balance, and then eventually you can progress to reaching for your toes. So you're trying to stabilize through your hips, keeping those glutes engaged, the abs are tight, super functional core movement here. So much fun, right, Rob?
Better believe it.
Better believe it. Nice, 8 seconds to go. So again, trying to match Rob's pace here, guys. Good. 2, 1. All right.
All right. Dee's turn.
My turn.
So Dee's gonna be doing some flutter kicks, lying on her back. So if this movement does aggravate your low back, you can put your hands underneath for a little bit of support and do the movement a little bit higher. So have your legs higher in the air and don't go as far down. Stay in the top half of the movement, just so you can feel that small of your back push into the ground. So nice and control, just like that. You don't want to go with speed here. It's really easy to default to speed, and then when that happens, you're not really engaging the abs. So you really want to be going Dee's pace right here, if not even a little bit slower. A little bit nice fluid. It should be a nice controlled lift. Same tempo up, same tempo down, with control, keeping the party all in this general vicinity right there. All right, we're gonna do some lateral shoot throughs next. So you're gonna be in your side plank position. You want your wrists and shoulders stacked underneath each other. Same thing with your knees and hips are in line. And Dee's just gonna go opposite hand and shoot that leg through of the opposite leg. If that's a little bit too much, put your bottom heel down, which Dee will demonstrate coming at you. So you can really focus on sitting back in your butt and opening up your chest, pulling that top arm back. Too often what people do is they shoot through and they kind of cave their upper body down. You want to open it up to the wall, pull it back, sit back in that butt with control. Now, if you're not used to this movement, slow it down. Always reset yourself at the bear plank position. So Dee will reset herself, and now she'll do her shoot through. She'll reset herself, and then shoot through. So if you're a beginner at this, that's what you should be doing. Always pausing in between each rep so you don't lose your form, which is very easy to do. So last, and then we're gonna go up to the top again. We're gonna be doing a low plank. So shoulders, elbows stacked, and Dee's gonna do opposite arm, opposite hand reach. The toe and the hand that are reaching are just gently tapping the ground. Don't put too much weight on the ground as you go down. Think of water. You're just trying to tap without leaving a ripple. That way you're asking your abs to do a lot more support to control the movement. So nice and control. Once again, same tempo on the way out as you are on the way in. You can also do this from your knees and just reach like that if that is a little bit too much. All right, you've got about 5 more seconds. All right, and then we're gonna go up to the top now. We're going right up to the top because we're going halvesies on this.
Mountain climber.
Mountain climbers, we're doing mountain climbers right now.
Cross body
right.
mountain climbers.
I was so excited to do more inchworms.
Not yet, Rob. Not yet.
There we go. Cross body mountain climbers. Now, what you want to do here, once again, shoulders, wrists stacked underneath each other. You really want to actively push your hands into the ground. Really push hard so your upper body's taking on some of the weight, allowing yourself to be lighter on the toes as you bring that knee towards your opposite elbow. So there's a little bit of a rotation through the hips so we can really target the obliques, which run along the side of your torso right in here. All right? So nice control. Challenge yourself with how high you can get those knees. If you need to slow it down a little bit in order to get that rotation, that's okay, because that rotation and that knee drive is what's really going to blast the abs.
Whew. Now you get to do inchworms.
Now I get to do inchworms.
All right, guys, so back to the top. Now we're gonna keep going. If you need a minute rest, just pause this video, take 60 seconds, grab some water, and then resume whenever you're ready to join us. Here we go. So nice long extension, slow, controlled. And you're always thinking about hinching at the hip as you're walking it out.
I stood up that time, so if you are a beginner, you can stand up to take a breather. I cheated there for a second. I'll own it.
Nice. So reach, 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 reach. Really challenge those abs. You should definitely feel it in your abs as you extend your arms. You're going to definitely also feel it a little bit in your shoulders. You want to keep your glutes engaged in this as well. And you got 10 seconds to go. Remember, like with anything, but especially core work, you want to slow it down. The slower you do that movement, the more you actually engage those muscles, the more effective this becomes. And we're done. Good. Forearm plank jacks or side to side step outs. So choose your level. Down on your forearms, remember you want your elbows to be in line with the shoulders here rather than in front. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, nice deep breaths.
Bruce totally walking into my shot.
Yes.
What an a-hole.
That's it, nice deep breaths. Guys, remember, if the jacks become too much, side tap out. Okay, modify, modify, modify when you need to. Drop into your knees if you need to. So the second you feel your form goes, you got to take it down a notch, take it down a level, keep moving your body. That's how we progress, okay? Nice.
Bruce demonstrating his core strength with that nice little roll.
That's it. That was a nice roll, Bruce. That's it. I bet you can do that. Here, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, these are a lot harder than they look.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. All right, hollow rock.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so again, nice long arms, long legs, kind of banana shape with your body. And gonna start the rock. Again, slow, control, pause at the top. Slow it down on the way down, trying to resist that gravity a little bit. You'll notice that the second you're trying to go slower, this becomes way more fun. Way more fun. Okay, so nice and slow. Match Rob's pace or go even slower, just definitely don't go faster. Nice. Deep, deep, deep breaths. That's it, 20 seconds to go. Just a few more reps here. Really focusing on firing up that core. Slowing it down. Nice. Good. 10 seconds. Awesome. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Supine crab toe touches. So we're staying facing up, going into a hip bridge position. So once again, try and make sure you're not rotating your hands out. Okay. Keep those fingers pointing towards your heels. Coming up to a bridge. abs tight, glutes tight, and then reaching either for your toes or your knees, okay? Nice and slow control. So again, you're not using momentum, lots of balance here. You're gonna slow it down. There you go. Uneven ground. That's gonna make it even more fun. Nice. That's it. Good. Exhale as you lift. Fire up those abs. Good. Last 15 seconds, guys. Nice deep, deep breaths. Awesome. 10 seconds. 8. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. My turn.
All right. This is nice going for it. Something's gonna be done sooner. So we're doing the flutter kicks. Remember, really be aware of your low back. It's easy for it to chime on in, and we don't want the low back invited to this party. Never, ever, ever work through low back pain. You can also bend your knees like Dee's doing here, or like I said before, stay at the very top half so you can feel the small of your back press into the ground. Otherwise, get that nice little range. You can see that Dee's lifting her shoulder blades off the ground to make it a little bit more challenging, so we can also bring in the upper abs. If you have strong core, you can almost hollow rock it. You can put your arms out to the side as well, but just be wary of that low back starting to chime up. All right, next up, we are doing lateral shoot throughs.
Here, I'll go this side this time.
Oh.
Hi, Bruce.
That's right, Bruce. Monitor her form. Watch her form from the front. All right, so shooting through. Notice how Dee leans back, sits back into her tush. And once again, heel on the ground if it's a little bit too hard, and remember to reset every time you get to that middle portion to make sure that your knee and hip are in line with each other, because it's really easy to start getting yourself more and more into a high plank push-up position, which just stops engaging the muscles that we're looking to engage, which then diminishes your results. So really pay attention to that form. Form, 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 and form. Come in up on your last 16 seconds, 6 seconds. Notice how Dee's going nice and control. Should be matching her pace. There you go. All right, we're doing those plank reaches. So, low plank position. Remember, we're just gently tapping. We are thinking about it being like water, trying not to leave a ripple. There we go, nice flat back with control. So you really want to think as you're doing your reach, the forearm that's on the ground and the toe that's on the ground, push it into the ground, push it in firm to help support the body, squeezing your butt and your abs to get that nice flat back. Once again, with control. So it's a deliberate movement. You're not just flinging your arms out and dragging it back. It's a lift, reach, tap, lift routine. Bring it back. There we go. Coming up on your last 7 seconds. That's it. 2 and 1. All right. Lastly, we're going to be doing our mountain climbers. Remember, with the obliques, if that is a little too challenging, you can, of course, just do standard mountain climbers instead. But still focusing on getting those knees up high, driving those hands into the ground. You want those arms to be like pillars or tree trunks, just planted firmly into the ground, allowing your knees and legs just to kind of worry about driving forward. Let the upper body worry about the support. So notice there's just a slight rotation in Dee's hips. She's not rotating all the way up, it's just through the hips. And once again, it's not so much about tempo as it is getting that knee up, getting that rotation going. So find a tempo that allows you to do it. If that tempo is a little bit too much and your form's breaking, slow it down. You got 3 seconds, 2 and 1.
Whew. All right, team, one more last round. Once again, if you need a minute rest, pause, grab some water. If you're good to go, just keep going along with us. Okay, last set here. Back to inchworms. Here we go. So remember, this is the last lap. Now your core is going to be tired now. Okay, so make sure you really slow it down, really pay attention to your form. It's better if you do less repetitions, but really do them well. It's all about mind muscle connection, really connecting with your body, firing up those muscles for maximum results. Nice. Nice, deep breaths. Awesome, and there's 15 seconds left and you're getting rid of this exercise for good, or at least for this workout. Can promise we will not be having it again in one of our future workouts. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and done. Awesome job. Beautiful. Forearm plank jacks. So down on the forearms. And again, either jacks or side tap outs. Whatever works for you now. Nice deep breaths. 2, 1, and let's go. Beautiful. So notice how Rob's body stays in a neutral alignment. He's not shooting his bum up. He's not letting his back arch. He's really stabilizing through his core, firing up his glutes. And again, it doesn't have to be a wide jump. Just really focusing mainly on stabilizing it through the core. And then 20 seconds to go. Nice. And as you can see, as you're going to start fatiguing, and this is set 3, so it's expected that you're going to start getting tired. If you start to notice your form goes, modify, modify, modify. 10 seconds. Staying strong. Beautiful. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hollow rocks are next. All the abs, right?
Yes.
Core on fire. Woo.
The sun's on fire.
Sun is on fire too. It's a beautiful day. All right, here we go. Arms extended, legs are straight, and nice control rock with the pause at the top, little pause at the bottom, and you're gonna try to really slow it down on the way down. Nice. Beautiful. Nice. Deep breath. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Last 12 seconds. Notice that Rob is not crunching at his core. He's not flexing. He's keeping it back in a neutral alignment at all times. Really firing up all parts of your abs, the upper and lower layers. 3, 2, and one more. Awesome. All right, supine crab toe touches. And then Rob gets to be done.
Yes.
But we're not.
Oh,
you and I are not. We still got 4 more exercises to go. All right, here we go. 45 seconds here. Nice.
Sure, I've got even ground this time.
Nice. That's it. So remember, guys, if you're looking for a shorter version of this workout, just do 2 laps, okay? Or if you're looking for a longer version of this workout, you can definitely add a 4th lap here and really, really, really challenge your core. Nice. 20 seconds to go, and then we're moving on. I'm going to be officially halfway through that last final set. So slow, control, tap, hold, pause, slowly on the way down, always trying to resist that gravity. Okay, nice. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, done and done.
Done and done indeed. All right, enjoy.
I will.
4
We
minutes.
will. We will.
4 minutes of work and you're done. So once again, we're doing those flutter kicks. Nice and control. Remember, think about doing this movement from here to raise and lower your abs, or you use your abs to raise and lower your legs. Oftentimes we start thinking about here, and we try kicking and using our feet more. We want to be using our core. So there we go. Maybe a little bit.
I really don't like you.
And slow it down and stop. So stop at the top, and now switch, stop, switch. I waited till I knew I was done to make this.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
There we go. Yay! All right.
Wait for the next workout.
I call first again.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Lateral shoot throughs.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Now notice, even with Dee's quicker tempo, she's able to maintain that bear plank position as she comes down into the starting position. Her knee is always in line with her hips before she shoots through. It's paramount that you do that. Paramount. So slow it down if you feel like you're getting away from yourself. A nice extension. Dee's extending her leg. She's not kicking her leg. There's a big difference between kicking and extending. Extending is with control. Kicking can just be a bit of a flail at from time to time. You got 5 seconds. All right, there we go. We're gonna do those plank reaches. So once again, elbows and shoulder are stacked underneath each other. Nice controlled reach, not rotating or bringing your butt up in the air as you go from side to side. So nice flat back, butt is down. Nice controlled tap. Just tap with the fingertips, gentle little tap, a little bloop into the pond. So you don't want to rest any body weight on the ground as you lift. You just kind of want that hand and toe to hover above the ground. Just really make those abs work. You got 5 seconds. All right. And sadly, with a heavy heart, the last exercise is here. All right, so we're gonna be doing those mountain climbers. So once again, regular mountain climbers if the rotation gets to be too much. The main thing, either one you're doing, is maintaining that nice straight line, wrist to shoulder, hands stacked underneath, pressing into the ground. What you can't see is that Dee's got a little bit of a soft bend in her elbow. She's not locking her elbows. That puts a lot of pressure on the joints. So you got a little soft bend just to kind of help take the pressure off. What that will also do is allow you to engage your chest and your back better as well, and get those muscles firing off. So we're coming up on our last 10 seconds, and then sweet, sweet freedom is yours. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Activity completed.
There you go. As always, you don't need a lot of time to get a good workout in. All you need is just a willingness to do it. That is the only hurdle that's in your way when you do these workouts. We can do a quick little stretch, I guess. That probably makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's just get down into our child's pose. Arms out. Sit back in that butt. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk over to your right side. You're gonna put your left hand on top of your right hand, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop your left shoulder down and look between your arms. You get that long stretch. That's it. Right, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're walking our hands. All right, now right hand on top of left, drop right shoulder down, look through. Right back to center. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do a cobra stretch. I'll do this from the side. You're gonna line your stomach, hands on either side of your chest. You're gonna push your hands into the ground, lift your chest up, and look up high to the ceiling of the sky. So you start getting that stretch in your abs, drops your low back a little bit. You can do this from your forearms, you just don't get the same range of motion. All right, from there, we're gonna go into the top of our push-up position. We're just gonna go into our forward pigeon stretch. So lift up your right leg, shoot it forward, and then depending on your comfort level, the lower you go, the more you're gonna get that stretch. What you wanna make sure you're doing is trying to keep your shin relatively forward. You don't want your heel tucking too much underneath your leg. Nice deep breaths. really sit into it. All right, up and over to the other side. Leg up, shoot it through. All right, come onto your hands and knees. We're just gonna do a cat stretch, so push into the ground with your knees and your hands. Nurture that back up. And then we're gonna release, and we're trying to push our hips up. So you're trying to push that belly button towards the floor. Back up. Back down. I'm just gonna do this 2 more times. So 1 more time up. 1 more time down. All right, stand on up with control. Just gonna do a standing quad stretch. So if you have a wall or a chair nearby, you can do that. If not, just make sure you find your balance first. Get everything in line. Remember, knees stay in line with each other as you actively try to pull that heel towards your butt. Don't let your knee come back. Don't let your knee stay forward. Keep it in line with the other knee. All right, switch to the other side. And then finally, soft bend your knee, just collapse. Let your upper body hang. Nice deep breaths. With every exhale, see if you can collapse a little bit deeper into the stretch, but on the exhale. And you can slowly roll back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, till your head's all the way to the top, and you're free. So there you go. As always, thanks for the hangout. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. Visit us on Instagram. We got other content on Instagram. Check out our app as well. I think we've got a link to that.
Yep.
So yeah, as always, hooray for everything.
See you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.